What's up, everyone? Welcome to the new channel, Grounded by Gratitude podcast. My name is Rob Elder, and I am excited to start this new channel. I have an old YouTube channel that I started back in 2020, and I started doing like hot food challenges and things like that. And they eventually tore my stomach up, and yeah, I had to quit doing that stuff. I put music and stuff over there every once in a while, and I think that's where I will continue to put my music. So I will have that link in the description for you guys to go check out that channel. But I want to keep this mainly a podcast channel, and Grounded by Gratitude. The last year and a half, I started my sobriety journey, and it's been a journey, that's for sure. I started drinking alcohol back when I was 17. I drank up until the day before my 21st birthday, and then I quit for 5 years cold turkey, picked it back up in 2012, started doing, drinking casually, all that kind of thing. And then as life got harder, I started trusting the alcohol more than I was trusting God. And so that was my go-to. And I'll make another video here soon sharing like my whole life journey up to this point. But in 2017, I lost 7 people in 9 months, including both parents, 5 months apart. And my mom died July of that year of a drug overdose. And my dad died the day after my birthday of a heart aneurysm. And so the drinking got really bad. And it's been a whole thing. And so I started my sobriety journey January of 2025, and I was failing miserably the first 4 or 5 months because I had just lost my job. Well, started my sobriety journey in January, lost my job in March, and failed miserably, and it was just a lot. And so I had a sponsor and everything, and I was trying my best to make it happen, but I was relying too much on God and not like doing the work that I needed to be doing. And then I somehow flipped it, and I ended up doing the work to the point that I wasn't relying on God, which led to the most recent relapse in February. February 3rd, I relapsed. And let me tell you, the last 3 months since that relapse have been absolute hell. Feels like everything is going wrong. Even right now, I just got off the phone with my car payment place, and they might have to repossess my car because I was without income for so long last year that when I got a job, it didn't really help me get caught up. It actually made it worse because I was only able to make payments every once in a while, and then I had to pay rent and all that other kind of stuff. And so it's just been very, very, very stressful. And so February 3rd comes along, I'm just minding my business. I get bored and I see, all these beer commercials and all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, there's nothing wrong with, grabbing a 12-pack or whatever. And so, I ordered it or whatever and drank. And literally from February 3rd until very recently, it's just been chaos after chaos after chaos. And God told me to, create this channel. And I know he put that in my heart. I know he told me to create it, a couple months ago. And I've been putting it off ever since. And it's because of my own shame, my own guilt, my own frustrations. And I'm just ready to be set free. I'm just ready to finally walk in the purpose that God has for me. And, because of my choices, because of my actions, if that means I lose my car, my apartment, all these things, then that's what's going to have to happen, because of my own dumb decisions. And I take full responsibility and full accountability on those things. And, I know that it's just a season. I know God will work it out. I know God is a God that will never leave me nor forsake me. And yeah, and I've been so scared to create this channel because I didn't know, exactly how to go about making a podcast, go about talking about certain things or whatever the case. But I'm just ready to finally fully walk in what it is that God has for me. And that's what led me to this video, is because I'm ready to be set free. I'm learning that the truth will set you free. I know that's so cliche. I know we've heard that our entire lives. But the truth will set you free. Just be honest. Just be real. And that's what I'm learning to be with myself, with others. When you go through things in your life, and again, these are not excuses, but when you go through things in your life, you get very guarded, very defensive, very, very frustrated, especially as a believer. If I'm just being completely transparent, especially as a believer, because you watch everyone else in your life seemingly get blessed, seeming as though life isn't hard for them, but you're just constantly in turmoil. You're constantly dealing with things in your life. And like I said, I'll make a separate video sharing my whole life story so you guys will have a little better context. But you just get very defensive. You get very frustrated. You get very annoyed with things. And you just get tired of hearing the same old, and nothing is changing for you. And then you believe that you're the problem. And then you do the things that tend to make you happy. And for me, mine was alcohol. That was my escape. And so, yeah, this is the first video on the channel. Like I said, I'm excited for this journey. I don't know how many times a week I'm going to make a video, hopefully at least once a week. For now, it might be more, depending on what God lays on my heart. But I just wanted to get this first video out and finally tell the world what's been going on. Like I said, it's been really a really rough last 3 months, and I'm just trusting and believing God that His will be done in the situation, and whatever needs to be done will get done. And I'm just gonna have to learn to be obedient and stop being defiant and not allow myself to get in my own way, because along with the trauma and the things that I've gone through in my life, I realized that I am a self-sabotager. And so anytime anything good happens for me, I've only experienced bad throughout my life, so I feel like I don't deserve it. And then I do whatever it takes to lose said thing. And that's been, relationships. It's been jobs. That's been even my current situation right now. I could lose my apartment. I could lose my car within the next few weeks. And, I've been preparing myself for that. I've been trying to not get in the way of that. And even starting this new job, it's like, okay, well, if my car gets taken, if my apartment gets taken, how in the world am I going to get to and from work? But I don't want to stress myself out with that stuff anymore. So I'm just trusting God with it. And that's where I'm at with everything. And so that's the first episode of Grounded by Gratitude podcast. Like I said, my name is Rob. And I'm looking forward to this journey. I hope you are too. Until the next one, keep on keeping on, and I love you guys. Peace.